Hello and welcome to another Quickstart guide. In this guide we're going to show you where to find and where to edit all the various options that are available for TeamKinetic, so you can adjust how it works and the look and feel and those sorts of aspects. This is a massive part for our customers, making sure the site has the right colour schemes, the right logos. You can even change the fonts and things like this. So from your home page, all these settings are in the Super Admin menu, which is this one under the cog icon here. Only super admins can access this menu. When you get further into the program, you'll realize that you can add new admins and give them various permissions. One of those is the super admin permission. So if we click on that cog, we'll get taken to the settings at the super admin menu. And you can see here you've got a settings menu. So there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of things to show you. We'll only be glossing over some of them now, but as with all these pages, you can get extra help wherever you are from the help icon in the top right. So what I'm going to focus on today are the application options, which is the second menu entry there. Now this is a whole bunch of fields, on-off switches mostly, split into a group of categories down the left hand side here. They're all fairly self-explanatory. They all have a little bit of extra explanation with them, what it means. These ones at the top are probably the most important ones for when you're creating new opportunities and volunteers and providers are starting to get involved. So the first one is whether you enable access for new volunteers, yes or no. If you click no, then they won't be able to join any opportunities until you vet them and switch their access on. Exactly the same for providers. And for new opportunities that are created by providers, again, if you set this to no, any opportunity that's created by one of your providers will have to be authorized by an admin before it goes live, before any volunteers can see it. As you see, there's lots and lots of options here for the registration page, for opportunities, about all the various things that are available, notifications when volunteers and providers are emailed and what they're emailed, and then bits and bobs that don't fit into any of the other sections. The default options are generally sufficient for most people when they start out, but it's worthwhile having a good dig in those options menus and checking them all out and reading them all and seeing if any of the default options need to be changed for your particular instance. We're going to switch to the look and feel section now. This is where you can upload various bits of colors and logos and things. You should already have a logo here from when you set up the site, but if you want to change it, just pick the file from your computer and upload it, and it'll be resized to fit. Colors and text, as it's again fairly self-explanatory, so you can set the menu items, what color they are, what the rollovers are. You've got the button color when they're active and standard. For all these colors, you just click in the color box and you get a little color picker, and you can just change the color. It'll show you what it looks like. That's a particularly pastel color scheme. You've got some options around the front page text. So on the front page you'll get a slider with two buttons which you can switch on and off using the options that I showed you in the section I showed you previously, and this is where you can set the text for these search buttons and for the volunteer registration and provider registration buttons that you'll see on your front page. Again, you've got color options here too. And the last color thing you can change are the links. These are the default colors, but you can change the links and what they look like when people hover over them here. It's a good idea to pick something with a good contrast. Once you're happy with all your color schemes, then you can click save, and that will update the color scheme for your site. Similarly, you can put a background into the pages. You can pick a color and just have a solid color or an actual background image. You can pick where the image is on the page, whether it repeats, whether it's fixed for a scroll, and what that image size is. You can experiment with that. It'll show you how it looks straight away before you click save. You've got a editor here for editing the text that people see on the front page, which you can update at any time. You can insert images here. You can pick a new image to upload to your gallery to use. and you can change all the characteristics of the image. You can enter text, bold it, change its size, those sorts of options. It's like a sort of little mini word processor here that you can change the front page text. Again, you can take a look at that or save it. The footer is a more complicated version of that. We have different sections, and you've got again 2 free text sections, section A and section D. If you check these boxes on and off, it'll either show or hide those footer sections. And in the middle section here, you've got 2 columns, so you can either have just one column or both columns. And you can show various content in these columns, including RSS feeds if you've got a WordPress blog or something already. You can show your Twitter stream once you've connected with Twitter. You can show your latest opportunities in this section. And then for the final section, again, it's a free text box. And you can even add your own CSS here. If you don't know what CSS is, it's the way that the websites are styled. So if you have the technical knowledge in-house, someone who knows CSS can write CSS rules here which will override all aspects of the site, so that you can change the color of anything that you can target with CSS. You can change widths and heights and colors and backgrounds and all sorts of things. Use it with care because it will have an effect immediately. If you ever get into trouble, you can just delete the whole lot, save it again, and everything will go back to its default. You've also got the homepage slider, which is a series of images which slide back and forth on the homepage. Here you can add slides with a title, the content message, and you can upload an image. You can edit the order of the slides, and in the first instance here you can see what they actually look like. So those features together will go a long way to branding up your site and getting it looking how you want in the first instance. You can change this at any time. If there's any issue or you get into problems or you don't know how to do it, you can get in touch with us using the support ticket menu, which is in the help menu on your main volunteer side. Help and support here, support tickets. Create a ticket and let us know what your issue is, and we'll try and help if we can. Okay, have fun, enjoy branding up your site, and I'll speak to you in the next Quickstart video. Thank you, bye.